Sorry, didn't see you there. It's us, BoomBerry Plays. Comic-Con Week! Hey guys, it's BoomBerry Plays. I'm Boom.
I'm Nita.
And together we play video games online, but sometimes talk about things that we did.
So, Comic-Con Week. We were at Comic-Con. We did Comic-Con
San
things.
Diego Comic-Con.
Yes, which is warm.
It was really hot. It's usually really hot. So, what do you do at Comic-Con, you may ask? Well, cue B-roll. Yeah, there's a lot of lines. It's LineCon. There's a reason.
But when you go to LineCon, you get to see all sorts of cool stuff, like amazing panels. I myself got to see the Rick and Morty panel.
That's right.
I saw a fun recording of Rick from Rick and Morty having turned into a pickle, and then he becomes a battle pickle.
That's a panel.
Yep, I am not going to expand upon it further because I'm not sure I could, and frankly, I don't think there is much more to expand upon.
So who was at the Rick and Morty panel?
Oh, the Rick and Morty people with the writings and the actings.
Ah!
Yeah.
Which is what, like 5 people?
Yeah, there's about 5 people up there. It was pretty great.
That's pretty awesome. I got to see the Steven Universe panel with Rebecca Sugar and the voice actresses for Pearl, Steven, Amethyst, and Garnet.
Yeah,
so, yes,
I gave him my ticket to get in there.
She actually let me in there, so that was cool. That was really cool of her. But then the rest of the day, she was in there for Rick and Morty and other things. Yes, Estelle was there. She was lovely. So,
Estelle was there?
Yeah. God, you're super jealous that Estelle was there, weren't you? Estelle is amazing, a magnificent person. Truly magical. Comic-Con.
So, the exhibition hall, you might wonder what that is. Well, let me explain it to you.
Alan. It's a crazy mess of a shopping area.
It is hell on earth.
And the best place to be. So here's the deal. The exhibition hall is split up with Artist Alley and the industrial side and then the merchandising side. All of these powers are combined into one giant hall. So what else do you do? Well, shopping, I guess?
Shopping! We bought a good 7-8 foot tall inflatable sriracha bottle.
Very important to have in every household.
And then I got a 50th anniversary Star Trek badge.
Oh, yeah. Check this out.
As well as the 50th anniversary Comic-Con exclusive Star Trek Orion Slave Girl Barbie.
Ooh, it comes in 2 separate boxes, by the way.
It does. It comes in several boxes, but I'm not going to show you them because they're
way over there. It's not exclusive, but I actually swung by the Good Smile booth, and I picked up the Nendoroid Kirby, because it's super cute. And yeah, it's just super cute.
You know who we really should have had for a shopping segment at Comic-Con?
Who?
My mom.
Oh yeah, She's got
that moolah for Comic-Con.
She got the paper.
She just flings it at places and buys all sorts of anime stuff.
She also got us this. It's the Comic-Con exclusive My Little Ponies Discord and Fluttershy.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Okay. And then wait, this button here.
Oh. And it lights up.
I can't tell if I did it.
You did it. I did it. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera.
But it lights up.
It lights up.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
And then my mom gave it to me, and I was like, okay, I can deal with that.
I can dig it.
I like My Little Ponies.
She's a pony, or she's a brony, as they call them.
Please no.
God.
I enjoy going to parties, and I enjoy getting shit-faced with other nerds. What did I get to do at this Comic-Con?
She missed out on one of the best after parties ever.
I missed out on all the after parties.
Yep, she missed out on pretty much every after party.
Oh, well, we did show up to the end of the Boom meet and drink thing, but we didn't get to
Boom
talk to
Comics,
anybody.
by the way.
Yeah, the Boom Comics,
Yeah.
not this Boom.
Not me, Boom.
Different Boom.
Different Boom.
Boom Comic.
Nerd geek celebrities are all over at Comic-Con. In fact, at that same after party, we saw Grant Umehara And I was like, yo, Grant! And he gave me that nod, like, yo.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You acknowledged me as a person.
I have no clue who you are, but I'll give you the tilt.
Just the nod.
The nod.
We were leaving the after party because it was lame at that point.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And so, to embarrass Boom, I was doing a stupid little jig down the hall behind him. And then I look up, and Kevin Smith is watching me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
That's Comic-Con life. Geek and Sundry basically had a pop-up party, and it was in a random location, and you had to have a password to get in, or whatever. The password was, Kakuna Ratata. You know, like Akuna Matata kind of thing?
But
yeah.
But the Pokemon.
But the Pokemans.
I get it.
Yeah. So I actually got into the party with my friend Adam, and they were playing some great songs and stuff, like openings to old shows, anime, basically that kind of deal. It was a great party. If you guys see a video of a guy marking out to the, what kind of Pokemon song are you? That's actually me doing it. And I know that there might be a video of that because they filmed me doing that at the party.
I don't want that to come to light.
I want everyone to know.
The secondhand embarrassment might be too much for me. You know who I got to see for half a second?
Who'd you get to see for half a second?
I got to see Nichelle Nichols go by for half a second.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty great.
We ate at a
No, you got to eat in the same restaurant.
I ate the
as
same
Nichelle
restaurant.
Nichols. I had to leave before they went in, and you know, right as I was leaving, guess who goes into the restaurant? Nichelle Nichols. AKA Uhara.
The original.
In case you want to know, the original
She
Uhura.
is a magnificent person.
Yes,
if you guys
she's
want to
wonderful.
see a really good panel with her, I think it was like 2013 or 2014, Emerald City Comic Con has a brilliant, absolutely brilliant panel with her.
Yes, she is a delight.
So we did get to do a video game related thing at the con. If you guys can't see it, check it out. We got to see the Resident Evil kitchen demo and the enhanced version, apparently.
It was really fun.
So the Resident Evil 7 kitchen demo is actually a VR horror experience. Let's talk about that. Let's get into it, eh?
It was PlayStation VR.
Yeah, PlayStation
I hadn't
VR.
Worn one of those headsets before,
yeah.
and they were extremely light, and I was wearing contacts at the time, so I couldn't really tell you how well it would do with glasses, and Boom couldn't either because he fucked up putting it on.
First off, yes, the headset is very light. It's actually, the controls, like looking around and everything like that, was very spot on, very one-to-one. The problem, okay, so, but there's like these little like rubber flaps to help you kind of like to isolate out any of the side view, right? The problem is when the lady put on my headset, it like snapped into my eye. Like it caught under my glasses and smacked me in the eye. So I was adjusting the headset a little bit and I accidentally started the demo. In case you guys don't know, they use controllers as kind of like the move wands. The demo starts off, you're tied up in a kitchen, you're bound, you see your hands, and like you can look around, there's a guy on the ground to your left, and then there's like a camera like facing you, like a little bit of like a little camera on a tripod. And basically to start the demo, you have to like use your controller and push forward. And when you do that,
it knocks the camera over.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I was sitting there doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. And they're like, well, is it the buttons? It's not doing it. And
no buttons.
Yeah, and so I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's not, I don't.
Help,
and then I
please
finally
help.
ask the person who's sitting next to me, and she's like, oh, you have to push the controller forward. And I'm like, well, you were just literally watching me do that.
So for the most part, the move controls did work when they started working.
Yeah.
But
well,
there was a
they
part,
also didn't sometimes. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes you'd be like, oh, here are my arms.
Yeah, you would like kind of twitch out. Graphically speaking, it actually looks really good. The move controls were decent, not the best, obviously, but I don't know. I felt like it was still a pretty solid experience. There was one part though that was incredibly cheesy, and I think
Oh god, I loved it.
we're just gonna spoil it for you guys
I lost
because
my shit.
it was the entire demo was maybe 3 minutes long. I would say, if that.
So the guy, he finds a knife and he's like, oh man, I gotta get your hands undone. And anyways, he doesn't succeed. But
No.
he does get grabbed by the monster lady.
Grabbed by the ghoulies.
Yes, who then takes him around the corner. And then you just hear like, lots of stabbing noises, lots of visceral goop.
Gooba goops.
And then just his head rolls around from the side, but it rolls like a comical
Yeah.
Like, there's no way a head could roll quite that far.
It does a really cartoonish roll.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
And I lost my shit, and I don't know if they appreciated that I thought it was funny as hell.
Like, that was the only moment in the demo where I felt like I was being taken out. Because, not only that, so the character models are like the graphics of the new Resident Evil game, right? So it's not like human graphics. But the problem with that was that, like, when the head came rolling around, it was like a different color even. Like, the texture was
it looked
different.
A little weird.
It was really bizarre.
And
it would have been a good scare if it was, like, better.
Well, if it wasn't a head rolling.
Yeah, if it wasn't a head
I think that's just silly now.
Yeah. But the last part of the demo, basically, you hear a lot of scratching behind you and stuff, and because you're stuck in your chair, you can't quite go all the way around. And then,
but you can look at your own neck hole.
Oh, yeah, you can actually look down.
There's no hole where your neck is.
Yeah,
it's just like the t-shirt continues underneath where your neck's supposed to be. Pretty great.
She then grabs you from behind and then, like, crawls up and stabs you in the face.
And then we got a t-shirt.
Comic-Con's another place to get a lot of freebies, like shirts, bags, all that type of stuff. You get a lot of that type of thing.
San Diego Comic-Con is an enjoyable experience.
It's a lot of fun. It's exhausting. It's really hot. There are very long lines. It's difficult to get into panels, but ultimately, it is actually worth it. Yeah, totally.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Hey!
Comic-Con! You did that on...